Hello, everybody. Can you see me and hear me? Oh, Amy Bradley, yeah. Can you, I think you might have left a comment. Can you leave another comment and remind me? Not in the live, out of the live. Oh, I took down the suggestion box because I'm behind, but I should put that back up. I'm just reading through these really quick. 1 second. Sorry, my voice is like in and out. Hopefully it stays in. We'll see. Also, there's a podcast at 5, well, in 3 hours from now, with Celia, who we did the recording for the podcast the day of the anniversary of a near-death experience. So it was a very impactful one. Okay, let me get started here. Oh, my face looks weird because I got an IPL, the sun damage removal. So it's not bruises. I'm okay. Yes, it feels as bad as it looks. Let's continue. Okay. Any tips for learning how to access the Akashic records? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. What do you need to know about accessing Akashic records right now? You're being given one piece at a time. Trust that you're given the piece that you'll understand. Set the intention of what you want to understand, and then trust that you're being layer by layer having that information unveiled to you. I feel like you may be being taught something in patience with this, like learning that it'll be unveiled as your understanding can match the unveiling of it, if that makes sense. Moved into an apartment yesterday. It's definitely not been cleaned. Gunk and hair everywhere. Oh, man. They say a deep clean is a requirement upon move out. Have emailed them with pics. What's the outcome? We delay. Try to push you out, but then it's too much. You're gonna have to keep up the pressure. You'll get what you want, but you're gonna have to pressure them or like stay on them. It may be that you take care of it and then get them for a refund, as opposed to like them stepping up and just taking care of it. If you don't want to wait, there's some kind of like trying to hold you off, and then, oh well, I guess we got to do it the right thing. It's weird. Any messages from my mom? Any messages from my mom? You are stronger than you realize, especially when you feel like breaking but choose to keep going. The apple's drawing my attention. You recently got some kind of hard earned wisdom. Like you learned something the hard way, or you trusted your intuition to something that felt like this battle. There's some bit of whatever you just experienced was to open your heart. Think of your heart like a magnet. There's something that wants to come to you, but the magnet needed to be turned on. Guidance about a fresh start after my holiday. Motivation is low. I don't think it's really necessarily your motivation is low. I think that you're just very sensitive to energy, and you were just in energy that was unfamiliar to your psyche or your subconscious. So now you're home and your brain is like, "Ooh, safe place, gonna rest." I don't really think I think maybe reframe it. It's not that your motivation's low, it's just that you needed a minute to recalibrate. Start to give yourself 2 pentacles in reverse. Give yourself a little achievable goal. Like, let me just every day this week do 10 minutes of this. And then by the end of the week, yes, it was only technically 70 minutes of something, but you accomplished the goal and it gets the energy flowing. Did my definition of success trigger a subconscious wound in my mentor? How did your mentor feel about your definition of success? I feel like it's more of a subconscious desire. Now, that desire may have then triggered a wound depending on how far they are away from achieving the desire. But your definition of success mirrored something to them. Like, oh, I forgot that I thought that. I forgot that I had that fire in me. I feel like it was positive, but I feel like the way that you're phrasing the question feels like you may have felt something of like a negative response. If there was a negative response, I feel like the negative response came not from your definition, but from like, oh, I feel that fire. And then, oh, there's negativity attached to that fire because I haven't achieved it yet, if that makes sense. What do Leslie and Kenya really want from me? Should I reply to the text where they are inviting me out? Should you reply from to the text? It's like they're going in circles with you. It's like we want you when we want you, or a matter of convenience. This is like a matter of convenience when we need you, not when we want you. Should you reply to the text? Do it from a detached perspective. I'm going to reply to this and whatever happens, happens, but you're not trying to anticipate or control or expect a certain outcome. It's kind of giving like when you know someone's acting off and you don't stoop to their level, you just stay you. It's kind of feeling like that. Message and a song from my spirit guides. Maybe they want to be like on guard right now regarding what immediate action to take. Hall of Fame by the script. What action they want you to take. There's something you're not seeing. The first action is to sit with it. Yeah. Like pros and cons list, data sheet. It's like organize your thoughts because there's some like dots that connect that you aren't seeing connect, and once those dots connect you'll be like, oh, that's the action. But it feels like needing to get thoughts or like plans or goals or strategy elements in order or something like that is the first step. Message for the week. Message for the week. Patience in plans not going the way you necessarily intended, but trusting that it's happening to you, not for you. I feel like I gave you this message not too long ago. I'm wondering if this is like the first time you did it, it was learning the lesson, and now it's transmuting the energy or something like that, because I feel like I gave you something similar to this. If your immediate thought on some kind of action you're about to take is like a gut feeling of like, oh, feels weird, just wait. There's some bit of like things aren't going to go your way, but if you don't get frustrated, it actually opens a better door or something along those lines. Maybe not a better door, but like the more aligned door. New member, thank you. You're being presented with a choice, evolve or remain. Are you going to get on the elevator or are you going to stay on the same floor? Don't let other people convince you to get off the elevator because of some kind of allegiance to them. I feel like your hot air balloon is like trying to rise, but there's some brick holding it down. So it's not about needing to figure out the how. It's just about cutting away what's holding the how from unfolding. Message from guides with token. 10 of Cups in reverse. Oh, and that just flew out too. That's interesting. So 10 of Cups was reversed, but then there's this water fountain, which would kind of be like the 10 of Cups, but it's upright, and it says 1, 2, 3. So it's like something that is dissatisfying is about to flip. locked out of communication. It's like something that you don't have closure for. You're about to not need the closure because of something that comes in as like not a replacement, but like you're going to realize why that thing couldn't work because this thing needed to. Interesting. And then it just fell back in my lap. And the other side of it is a keyhole for a door. It's like there's a door about to open because what didn't work out for you really worked out for you. What does my husband need from me to succeed? What does he need from you to succeed? It's like his sacral chakra needs nurturing. Not like mother him, but like it's like his creative solutions are blocked because of some kind of limitation of not wanting to surrender to change. So his sacral chakra, his like self-identity center, needs support from you to feel like, okay, I can make this change. I don't think the change has anything to do with you though. It's like a change in another area, but like I need indirect knowledge that I'm supported through a change that feels uncomfortable. So think of like I don't know, like opportunities where he feels like you see him without a filter will help him to know that he's solidified and supported in making a choice that's coming from his identity. You know what I mean? There we go. What is my connection to Mel? I'm not even going to try to say that. What is my connection to the Mel? Your consciousness is using that, whatever that word is, to help balance out a deeper understanding. It's like if you have two different math teachers and one teacher teaches you algebra and the other teaches you geometry. This is like the geometry teacher. So you have a foundation of knowledge of something, but this is giving you like a different way to use it, if that makes sense. Message from my Danny. Message from Danny. A dove may be significant. 1, 2, 3, 4. You will find peace when you accept that you don't need to hold everything together alone. And 4 is foundation, your mind and your emotions. Your mind and your emotions. You don't need to hold everything together alone. Be mindful that you may be intellectualizing certain things that you need to feel right now. I almost feel like there's a lot going on, and he's like, don't stop feeling, because the emotion is what your emotions are like the lazy river at the water park. Not lazy, but like they just flow. Like they bring you, get on the tube, and then they bring you to where you need to go next. He's like, don't block that. Just don't block that because of overwhelm. Message from spirit and a song. It says Elfin, Elfin. And I don't know where my book is, so I don't know what that means. But some kind of sign. Some kind of sign. Oh. It's kind of giving the only way out is through. Something that you're continuing to feel in a cycle. It's like you're getting signs of like, this has a deeper meaning. Almost it's giving what is the little white rabbit? Alice in Wonderland. It's giving Alice in Wonderland, like you're being presented with some kind of sign through your emotions that you're being guided to follow. The Author by Livingston is the song. I just had dental implant surgery on Tuesday, and I was wondering if everything is going to heal well together. Heal well together. The implant So instead of like waiting for it, you put it in, putting down a burden of protection, putting down a burden leading to protection. I feel like it's going to take a minute. So I know Seven of Pentacles is in reverse, but just the fact that that was the first card, I feel like it's going to be a little bit of a slow process, but I do feel like you're not going to. This to me is like protection of the mouth, not protection like you're on edge, like protection like my mouth is good now. So I feel like yes, but it's going to take a minute. I also feel like there's something with your jaw, like your jaw may hurt for longer. Because I'm just being, what flashed in my mind was my recent surgery or my surgery last year. Like maybe prolonged issues with like jaw flexibility or range of motion or something. There may be something along those, not like an issue, but like that flashed in my mind. So there may be a prolonged healing period. Are there any messages for the rest of July? The rest of July. If you don't have the answers that you're waiting for by the end of July, what could you do with your time that would be productive and not spinning in circles or something along those lines? I feel like this is saying that there's a period of lull, but the period of lull will be longer if your mind goes against you and you allow your fears to kind of impulsively take the mic here. So using time wisely in a period of indecision or lull, or like there's a little bit of a wait or something along those lines. Thank you, Debbie. Podcast in 2 hours and 45 minutes, everyone. Like an hour after this. I cried like 3 times. It's a really good episode. What's the energy with Maryland fam? Genuine or inauthentic? Feels like since I moved in, they just want me to help them do things. Been less than 24 hours. I mean, welcome home, right? What's the energy with Maryland fam? Oh, is this the one where it's the siblings and your stepmom? And then it's you and your dad are close. There's fear, and there's fear about you taking him away from others, like him giving you more attention or like disrupting the norm. So if they just have you do stuff I feel like this is subconsciously. It's not them like, how do we keep her away? It's like subconsciously their mind is like, have her do stuff. Then there's not going to be time to like have all the attention. Genuine or inauthentic? I mean, it's not looking great, to be honest with you. Justice in reverse is like a projection. Like it's not really something that you're doing. It's a group projection. That's like a group projection to put out what could be a fire. Like you bringing light to a situation that was running on autopilot is uncomfortable, is kind of how that feels. Message in a song from my grandpa Lewis. I don't know if there's like a birthday of significance, but it was just my cat's birthday the other day and his name is Louis. So I just felt called to say that. Maybe happy birthday to him, or from him to someone. When I Look to the Sky by Train, Smell of Grilling, and the 3 on the. I'm wondering if he's referencing something of July 4th, like a moment of July 4th that you felt like he showed up, or a song or something. Anyway, you'll know I'm near when a sign appears. Oh, well, there you go. When a sign appears so clearly, you know it's not coincidence. And I split it to the Wheel of Fortune. He's confirming something that, like this month, you were like, oh, is that him? That felt like him. He's like, yeah, it was me. What's the message? It's not about forcing the next step. It's about figuring out what's not supposed to come with you. That is the next step. When you figure out, remove the cog from the wheel and the wheel will go, if that makes sense. light bulb. I feel like maybe it's an idea you had that you felt like was from him, or like a lightning moment or light bulb moment. Are the press pushing to have BK docs made public to take attention away from Epstein? I saw that with the one reporter guy, Brian Enton, was saying that the judge said that the docs are unsealed, but it's going to take a while. Anyway, are they doing it to take attention away from Epstein? Putting down a burden, playing offense. We have no other choice. Yeah, I mean, to some degree. Putting down a burden by playing offense. What's our other option here? Let's take some action to get unstuck from the past by focusing on one other thing. I would say to some degree. It's probably not the only reason, but there may have been some urgency in doing it now to avoid that because of the heat of that. That may be it was going to happen anyway, but the timing or the quickness of it or something like that. Especially because I said the thing about the judge saying, yeah, it's unreleased, but also not yet. Like, hey, pay attention to this, but we're not really giving you anything yet, type of thing. Message from my guides. Message from my guides. The only way out is through, and not through intellectualizing it, but through feeling it. There's like some kind of key in your emotions that you take with you to unlock a door, but there's something that you're avoiding, and I feel like you're avoiding it because if you feel the feelings, you have to make a decision. So I would say allow yourself to feel the fear and unpack it anyway. Mirror work feels important for you. Like there's a decision that you're pondering, but you're not even maybe even out loud pondering it. You're like internally pondering it. Talk it through to yourself in the mirror or something like that. It's going to help to move the energy. My mouse always gets stuck. How will this next court date go? Will I get what I'm asking for? And will the judge see he's unsafe? It feels like something where we can't really make a decision. We need more. We don't have enough to make a decision. So I don't know if that's we make a decision and it's not in your favor and then you can appeal it, or if it's like, okay, well, let's consider this, but we need to see more. So like an additional step here, it just doesn't feel like. How will you feel when you leave the courtroom? Connecting what and what? Like things are not maturing, but you have the opportunity to give data. Will I get what I'm asking? No. Will the judge see he's unsafe? No. It's kind of giving like they're going to need more info or something, or more data. Like there's not enough data to make a proper decision is kind of how it feels, or at least that's how they feel. Does Chris have a message for me when he came to me in my dream? This cloth is like all over the place. Pot of gold in reverse. Thank you for loving me. And a pinky promise. The thing I loved most about our time together was the feeling of home whenever we're together. Feeling of home. Does he have a message for you? What are you focusing on that you're not getting a proper return of your investment? Whether this is time, energy, money, emotions. It's like he's trying to bring to your attention that you're pouring into a bucket that has a hole in the bottom of it. And it's almost like maybe he made a promise to you to not let you do that, or he's just saying like friends don't let friends pour into an empty bucket. It's like address where your energy is going and where the source of the depletion could be coming from. Because it's like a fixable thing is kind of the message. Will the spell I cast it last night result in a better outcome than the Venus predicted for me? Are you taking some kind of action with this? Like, are you casting the spell and then making a change, or like it's like there's something to cast is one thing, but to take some kind of action that shows that you are going from the version of you that existed at the time of the casting, stepping through to the version of you that exists when this thing comes true, right? When this thing comes in. So even if you feel like you're already there, there needs to be something, because there's some kind of, it's not being completed because of a lack of a forward step. So it kind of feels like, let me just think of like a basic example. If you're trying to manifest a specific partner, okay, what in your confidence could be increased so that you would be aligned with the version of you that would have that partner? It's like something like that, you know what I mean? So taking some kind of action that would lead closer to that perceived goal or chosen goal. Can you please tell me what I need to know about MP pulling back from me? Shame, healing, interference. Did I mess things up? Four of Wands in reverse fell in my lap. This kind of came in out of nowhere. Okay. Can you tell me what I need to know about MP pulling back from me? What's MP's pulling back energy? Lack of change. It's like kind of giving, I needed to step up to the plate to deserve something, and it triggered me and I shrunk instead of stepping up. Shame. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, shame, Six of Cups in reverse is like the childhood self. So it's like you saw me and I had to shrink because that was the only way. I don't know how to defend myself when I'm seen in that way. So my way of playing offense is to shrink. I feel like there is shame here associated to fear of being seen or fear of being perceived. Maybe not fear of, but like resistance to, because of Six of Cups in reverse, some kind of, I don't know, I get the feeling like dealt with something that was like teen and above energy as like a child, and it put this like fear of being seen. Healing. Yeah, I'm still working on my self-worth. I'm not all the way back there yet with my connection with my feminine nature of self-worth. So I don't feel safe to be seen in my emotions. I run instead. Interference. No, it's fear of change. It's not interference. I mean, interference from their own self. Like their self is interfering because their self doesn't want to be seen. But I don't think it's like an outside interference, if that's what you mean. I feel super overwhelmed, overstimulated, and more emotional than usual. Why? How long until it shifts, and how? You just traveled to a new environment. Seven of Wands in reverse is your nervous system turned all the way up because you're in a place that reminds you, or you're around people that remind you of hurts of the past, of pain of the past. So it's like, oh no, your nervous system is like, oh no, did I just walk back into pain? What's going on? I'm being reminded of pain. Did I just walk back into pain? You're that's what it is. You are not overwhelmed, overstimulated, or more emotional. Your nervous system is, and that's seeping out through you. How long until it shifts? Under 5 months. What's this month? July, August, September, October, November, December. By the end of the year, you'll start to feel like yourself again by the end of the year. How? The Empress does not care about people's projections. The Empress sees, okay, that person is coming at me like that because they're wounded, but that's not my problem. If they want to approach it like that, there's nothing I can do. Just being detached and knowing that you're right where you need to be to get to where you want to go, but there's going to be obstacles. And unfortunately for you, some of those obstacles are very close to you. Message for Claire. Message for you. Oh, it's Daisy. Told you. And I'm seeing the bridge on the bottom. Bridge over troubled water. You will find strength in 876. Learning to listen to your heart more than your fear. Check mark. Some message that came through, you were like, is that her? It is her. She's trying to get you to listen to your heart more than your fear, coming across the bridge to do so. I feel like maybe you got a sign or something when you were driving or in a vehicle or something like that with the transportation. What shadow does my spirit team want me to focus on right now? What shadow? Oh, that popped right out. The wound of the chained giant. Immense power held back by self-doubt. What changes do you want to make on a soul level that your human brain is trying to convince you to not make? The seeds have been planted, but there's some limiting belief that you can win the battle on. It feels like self-doubt as it pertains to needed changes. What's the energy of the commitment I made for tomorrow? Message from guides. Oh, what is the energy for the commitment you made tomorrow? It's like you're meant to be like a fly on the wall or like a wallflower. Like it's giving you're going to see things that people only see when they have eyes to see them. But you don't need to act there's no like scariness or anything like that. It's just like trust that you're being shown what you need to see is the energy of the commitment. Message from your guides. You might not get what you want, but it's helping you to put down a burden. It's kind of giving the energy of something that once you see allows you to make some kind of change that's like a redirection of sorts. Was my Earth event dream last night prediction or life lesson? Prediction, life lesson. Feels like a life lesson. Because the world's in reverse. Like not necessarily translating. Six of Pentacles in reverse, one-sided. So like meant to stay in the dream. So that would be not translating to a prediction. Life lesson, death. It's almost like your Earth event, you were the Earth in the Earth event. Like the Earth was playing you in a movie about you, if that makes sense. Like translate the dream that way and it should make sense. Because Tower's reverse. It's not that it's like, oh, something bad's going to happen. It's like, oh, observe this from a different perspective. What is my family going to try to do to avoid jail for stealing inheritance? What's that term? It's like Darvo or something. Deny. I don't know, something like that. Not like not me, not me. Either passing blame from one another, like, oh, this person didn't tell me that, or I didn't have that information, or we don't know who had that information. It's kind of giving hot potato of the brain. It's kind of, I don't know. It's kind of like if all of them have this one idea of how to get out of this and they're just throwing it in a circle like a hot potato. Oop, you take it for now. Oop, you take it for now. And if they just keep doing that to confuse, then they hope that they'll get out of it. Yeah, the Fool in reverse. It's not like the smartest plan. It's just working so far because it's confusing. That's all. Will Trump still be serving as active president a year from now? Will Trump still be serving active president? That is such a confusing answer. So not choosing between two things. It's not that there's going to need to be some kind of re-election, but there is some kind of ending of something, but it's not the ending of a cycle. I don't know. It's like not replaced by anybody, but some kind of shift in how that role is viewed, if that makes sense. I would go more towards like yes, but like there's some shift in dynamic. What is the time frame that my parents will hear back an answer from their permit cases? Is the outcome satisfactory? Let's do that first. Outcome good or bad? I feel like there's like delay after delay. I don't know. It's almost kind of giving like having to go above someone's head. Yeah, Page of Cups to what? So the lower position person can't help you. You go above their head. Above their head. I almost feel like it's something you're gonna have to fight back and forth about. What's the time frame? Six to eight. I don't know if that's months or weeks, depending on the time frame, how it's been so far. I could not hear well on holiday in our group. Am I okay? What's going on with your hearing? Yeah, it'll go away. Did you fly? Is it possible you have well, no, vertigo? You would know if you have that because you'd feel like you're like upside down. What else could you get in your ears from like travel? I don't know, like your equilibrium thrown off or something, but yeah, it'll fix itself. Or maybe you'll have to go get it checked. I don't know. Maybe if you feel like you need to do that, but it feels like it'll go away. It's not like you're losing your hearing, is what that looks like to me. It's not like you're losing it. What am I doing or missing that has been suppressing me and kept in this tight box? Why am I always put back in this box? I move and get my certificates, but I can't get any further. What's going on with the box? It's like a hesitation to take a step towards success because of a potential of failure, and rather stay stuck than risk letting yourself down or letting someone down. The chained giant. It's almost like this energy of fearing your own potential. I move and I do get my certificates, but I can't get any further. It's almost like you need like a passion project or some kind of goal that is achievable to just get the momentum flowing. I just feel like you need to show yourself that goals are achievable because you're looking at things that haven't gone the way you wanted them to, and your brain is just using that to solidify. See, you can't do it. See, it's not achievable. See, you could potentially fail. So why even take the chance? I feel like this is like a self-limiting belief from someone maybe when you were growing up that unintentionally programmed your psyche to run those kind of beliefs, but it's not that you can't do it. Chained Giant says you can. You just are maybe fearing your own power or fearing failure or fearing success, because then there's the potential of failure that comes with it, if that makes sense. What is Sean hiding in its dark past? Oh. just avoidance of facing shadows and maybe making decisions to kind of project those shadows onto others that caused certain imbalances. So it's kind of giving just situations where this person didn't hesitate to step on other people to get out of something or get ahead or something along those lines. It's like I put on a good face when I actually have selfish intentions. What is the outlook for my job over the next 6 months? What is the outlook for your job? So the first 3 cards gave me the word downsize, and then I have 6 of cups, which would be like a downsized person, a child. It just feels like maybe this is either signaling downsizing for the company, if that's something that's possible, or maybe not as much work as you're used to, or maybe if you're talking like pressure, maybe there's like a depressurization, but it kind of feels like the energy of not going anywhere fast and like something lessening, not going anywhere fast and something lessening. But it doesn't feel like fired or anything like that. I'm feeling drawn to Kelly's activation. Is this simply a permission slip? Why are you feeling drawn? Something mirrored grief, maybe. It's like you see. It's like you like if Kelly's activation is somebody putting a key into the keyhole, you know this key. You've seen this key. You're like, oh, I know exactly how to identify, pick up, put in, turn, take out, whatever the key. It's like you have, I don't know, it's just like spirit showing you where you can be most useful, that you can make a huge difference. How do I become a better reader for my clients? How do I become a better reader for my clients? Having more fun with it, allowing your inner child to like come out a little bit more in it. I guess I'd say think of it as if your inner child was going on a journey of understanding for your clients, how would your inner child speak through you to articulate that, if that makes sense? Oops. What is the energy or star origin of my soul family? What can we have? Soul family. Okay. Well, you got some good parents. Like you're on this string, right? 3 of Wands has given me like you tied to a string. Like when someone ties a string around someone's waist and then they pull them, like these star family parents put you on the string and they've been pulling you towards nurturing yourself in the area of the root chakra. So you've had a lot of difficult root chakra rock bottoms, awakenings, losing everything and rebuilding, having to build brick by brick, those type of experiences because of that string. They've been pulling you on those experiences. So when like think your star family is like the red team. Like they're trying to help you master the root chakra so that you can master your particular journey. How did my surgeon perceive my letter of gratitude? Like it made a part of them happy that doesn't typically get that kind of thanks with the Page of Cups, but 5 of Cups, 9 of Wands, like, oh, that makes me feel bubbly inside, but like I'm not going to do anything about it. Or I'm not going to show you how it actually makes me feel because that feels vulnerable. Um I almost feel like they may have had a moment of like, oh wow, like I really don't get thanked like this a lot. So it was like a good but also triggering feeling, I guess you could say. Yep, that's the okay, yeah, she's the head narcissist. I don't know what to do. Also, one of your last videos with the mask and pumpkins was exactly all of them. Okay, so what do we need to know about how you can handle her? Don't. I don't know. Three of Pentacles in reverse. Avoid. Knight of Cups. Pour into yourself instead, and the world. Just keep doing that. Just keep doing that. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Four of Pentacles in reverse. Judgment. You're dealing with someone who knows they're not in alignment and does not care. So that's someone who's not going to care if they're pulling you off of alignment either, even if they're doing it with like a loudspeaker in your face. This is someone who will look at you and be like, hey, I'm going to pull you out of alignment today by getting on your last nerve. Like their energy just says that. So I feel like this just says avoid and don't take it personally because it's not you. It's really just someone who doesn't really care for alignment, I guess. I don't know how else to word that. New member, thank you. As you release things not meant for you, you'll be brought new ones that better align with your magic. Sacred geometry. Could you, I don't know why I'm getting this. I usually don't get direct things like this, but could you print out like sacred geometry in color or draw or journal on it? I just feel like there's something right on the brink of your understanding. But you're meant to be the one to like hook it and bring it in, if that makes sense. When will I become unstuck? Oh, I wonder if maybe what I just said is part of that and the ice cream truck is driving by. I don't know if that has any significance to you. When will I become unstuck? You become unstuck when you re-establish your belief system around grief. So it didn't happen to you, it happened for you. What is it opening the door for? What energy is heavy that becomes lighter as you use it for something? I just feel like maybe your creativity is what unstucks you, like what gets you unstuck. Like your creative element is the door that you need to open. It doesn't really have to be anything like perfect or put together. It's just like creating movement because there's a lot of stuck energy. And because it's been stuck so long, it's hard to just let it out. So if you start to open creative channels, that is creating movement in that stuck energy in a more indirect way that you feel more comfortable with. Anything I can do about Lily the frog who's puffed out might have bloat? Is she in pain? Making an intellectual decision. I'm sure you've tried to Google it. I feel like there is pain here. There's dissatisfaction. There's at least discomfort. What should you do? I don't know. I guess like is if I would just Google, is there, I feel like what this says is short of just going to the vet, the most you could do is Google, like, is there some kind of medicine for frogs with bloat? Like, you're right on, you're seeing it clearly. You know what's going on. It's just, is there something that can alleviate that? Or is it something that needs to pass on its own? Maybe there's like frog belly rubs or something that you can do for bloat. I don't know. But I feel like you're right about your observation of it. Any message for me? So I was being drawn right away to your thumbnail with the cork popping. you're not at the end yet, but your next action is going to be very impactful. Don't think of it as the finish line. If you think of it as the finish line, you're going to lose momentum. If you think of it as the bridge to an eventual finish line, you'll be able to keep the momentum. Yeah, balancing out the unseen with emotions. It's like you need something to get your fire started again, and then you need to kind of follow that, like not let that flame die out. So when you're given something soon that interests you, pour yourself into that. It's leading you somewhere else bigger. Mm-hmm. Direction for Matthew. What can we know? It feels like needing to get back to the basics. Like it feels like you're going nowhere fast, but you're not sure where you want to go. So needing to define what the goal is here. And I feel like there's this energy of you keep pouring. You think there's a solution and you pour everything into it until you drain yourself, and then you realize that wasn't the right solution. So there's a need to kind of slow down and get the building blocks of something. I feel like in the past you were able to kind of manifest changes a lot quicker than you are right now, but there's some kind of lesson in that. So getting back to the building blocks and kind of figuring out what the goal even is and then working that backwards. It just feels like going nowhere fast has a lot to do with not knowing what that goal is. Federal grand jury member pled guilty to leaking info and reported it was about the investigators of John O'Keefe's death. Who did she leak info to? Who did she leak info to? Someone in private that bought it public. Someone with connections. Strength, someone with connections. Pled guilty to leaking info and reported it was about the investigation of John O'Keefe's death. This is like when you meet in the parking lot with like a friend of a newscaster. Like I meet in the parking lot and I give this person a conversation. Technically, I never met with the newscaster, but I met with their assistant or like their friend or something like that. It's like a middleman. Met with a middleman in private with the intention the entire time for it to be public. My oldest and youngest brothers both missed the last family party. Is there something you should know? Why did they miss the family party? What song is that? The Fighter by Gym Class Heroes. When this happened, you went through things in your mind and you were like, I wonder if it's because they want to avoid that. You were right. You were like, and I feel like it's a conversation or it's a question. Like they didn't want to be asked this question or they didn't want to engage in this particular conversation. You already thought this though. You were right about whatever that is. But I feel like it's more one brother than the other. But like if we both don't go, they won't question it type of thing. Like they both know about something. Like one brother knows that the other brother doesn't want to talk about something or be asked about something, but that brother is like, okay, I'll support you by not going too. That way they won't question why you're not there, if that makes sense. Message from my most prominent guide about my move and my finances, bills, and how to continue to handle them. Just keep making choices in alignment with your growth. Keep not like a hard no to anything that's not aligned with your goals. It's like you're being given pieces slowly, one at a time. Do I feel like you're going to be able to continue to handle them? Yes. But do I feel like it's going to be like kind of down to the wire or one step at a time, paycheck to paycheck for a while? Yes. It's almost like as you show the universe you can handle what you have right now without allowing it to overwhelm you, you get the opportunity to alleviate the burden. But this Eight of Wands to me isn't fast movement. This Eight of Wands to me is communication. You're being given a piece and then you act on it. And as you act on it, it's like you're rebuilding trust with your money mindset. I feel like there's a program running where it's like you have to work really hard to make ends meet, or money's going to always be short. It's like you're rewriting that programming one choice at a time. And choices are also about what you're choosing to focus on and the voice that's playing in your mind. Like, am I allowing that to run even though I know it's not in alignment with my higher self, or am I going to replace those thoughts with better ones? What can I do to earn trust with T, who you said his karma with me is trust? What can I do to earn trust with T, who you said his karma with me is trust? Just kind of give and take, like holding space for this person. Ace of Pentacles is like, I'm opening the door, but not forcing you through it. Nine of Wands, knowing that this communication is coming with some kind of hard boundaries here, or some kind of like one step at a time type thing. So just not getting frustrated with slow progress, because that's how they'll open up to that trust. The King of Cups was left under my holiday bed until I checked before leaving. I feel this was unfinished prediction. Any insight? I feel like it was my wish fulfillment prediction. It's like the start of something. It was my wish fulfillment prediction. It's like Three of Wands in reverse, not later, right now. Three of Cups. Right now, your higher self is going to start to show you the breadcrumbs that lead to the manifestation of the prediction, like to what you need to know, to that level of understanding. Will I be allowed to take time off work if I need to have surgery in the next few months? Be allowed to take time off work. I feel like yes, but they might give you a hard time at first. Or they might not give you the amount of time that you need, or they may try and withhold pay or something. I feel like you're going to be allowed, but I'm wondering if they're going to say, we'll hold your job, but we're not going to pay you. Or like, we'll hold your job, but not your time slot or something like that. Louis was your dad's nickname. Oh, I love that. Yeah, my cat's birthday was on Sunday, so I don't know if 13 or July 13th has any significance. My niece is in a residential program that she claims she's being abused. She is 16. Will the courts permit us to go get her? Will the courts permit us to go get her? I feel like they're going to ask for proof. Like, if you can prove it, yeah, knowing that you can't, or something like that. Six of Pentacles in reverse is a debt behind this wall. So it's like, no, you haven't fulfilled the debt yet. Page of Swords, the Devil in reverse. I mean, we're not saying no, but we don't have all the evidence or the proof yet. I don't think it's going to be an easy, yeah, just go get her. There's some bit of like, we need information or evidence or something first. Knight of Wands in reverse, some kind of delay. I feel like it's possible, but it's not going to be a quick yes. Why the mistreatment? What have I done so wrong that he finds it just an assassination of who I am versus who he says I am? Why the mistreatment? If I make you less than me, it protects me from having to see my shadows. If I put you down there, or if I place you over there, or if I put myself on a pedestal above you, then I don't have to see how your light is shining a mirror on what I don't want to see. Mistreating you is someone's shield that allows them to not face their shadows. Is that right? No, but that's what they're doing. How does my sister feel about me buying land and building a house? Is she jealous? How does my sister feel about me buying land? Well, the tower fell in my lap. So I feel like you're asking me this because of something that you saw. Like you're like, "Oh, that reaction seemed a little off," or something along those lines. How does she feel about you buying a land and house? Is she jealous? I mean, 3 of Swords is like there's definitely some not positive emotions, but the Devil in reverse isn't. It's like, not that I wanna take it from you, but does it make me realize that I wish I had that? Yeah. Is that a little triggering? Yeah. Um, I feel like it's because it's something that she wanted to do. It's like, I need to protect myself from feeling the emotions associated with not being able to do this. This is the environment of the home. So I feel like, yeah, jealous. I feel like envious is a better word. I don't really know the difference, but that's the word that I'm getting more heavily than jealous. I feel like jealous comes with more of like a cattiness, where envious comes more of like this deep soul desire, like, oh, I really want that and I don't have it, and it's triggering these deeper emotions. Who is spreading rumors about me at work? Who is spreading rumors about, yes, lies from someone who, did you call somebody out about something, or bring someone's misstep to their attention or to the attention of someone else? This is like someone who feels slighted or slighted. Um, it's like someone, and I kind of feel like this is like an incorrect way that they're perceiving it, but someone who feels like you rained on their parade. But I don't think you did. I think you just like were kind of looking at reality and they were not. Because 4 Pentacles in reverse, there's some kind of misalignment. It's like how they were seeing it and how you were seeing it weren't the same. Something along those lines. I have the 5 of Pentacles on the bottom. So there's a feeling of wanting to push you out because of someone feeling slighted. Should I email a follow-up to an apartment to request for cleaning and rent deduction next month? Dad lawyer wants to be CC'd. Good or bad idea? Should you email a follow-up? An upload of a false start. I feel like, let me get the answer for the dad part. Yes. Okay. Yes to dad being CC'd. Email a follow-up is instead of a follow-up, is there like a form? Like, could you go online and look at like forms you can use to send to, in this situation, that would be like pre-litigation, like not that you're taking it there, but like if you're CCing your dad on there and he's a lawyer, let it be known you got a lawyer in your pocket. You know what I mean? Like, go online and look up forms, and you don't have to be like, oh, I'm about to sue you, because that's not it. But like, this is like, use a professional form to fill out and be like, look, here's what this says I need to give you. Here's me giving it to you. You do the right thing. I feel like that will kind of light the fire under their butt a little bit. Message from my spirit team. Message from my spirit team. This period of rest is needed. You're transmuting something that comes in layers or levels. And right now, that level requires some degree of not having your mind clogged with a to-do list. So allow yourself to just, I don't know, take it easy sounds so cliche, but literally, let yourself do that for a couple days. I know I'm getting along, but I'm trying to fight this analysis paralysis. I've started a guided journal process. Will that help me clarify what restriction? Could you do your guided journal in the mirror as mirror work? This is making me think mirror, mirror on the wall, but you're locked out right here. But the mirror, mirror on the wall could let you in to this clarity that's not existing in the current. I feel like you need something a little bit deeper than just the journaling. Journaling, writing, good. Maybe you could talk it out with yourself. Maybe hearing your voice would help. Maybe taking some kind of action. So even if you want to just do the written journal, I do a written journal and then I connect it with some kind of action. And when I'm taking this action, I'm transmuting whatever I wrote. There's a second part of it that's needed. Because I feel like analysis paralysis, if you're just writing and then not taking subsequent action, or if you're just writing and not either speaking it out or looking at yourself, it's almost like, and I don't want you to stop doing it or feel like it's bad because of what I'm about to say, but it almost feels like because you are so analytical, you're still analyzing your written word. So getting yourself more out of written word is easy to analyze and just write out, getting yourself more into flow of it, you know what I mean? But in a way that you can look back and analyze. So something that's recorded to some way. What action needs to be taken for my spell to manifest? What action needs to be taken? Something needs to be cut out, cut off. Something can't come with you. Something you've been back and forth about making a final decision on. It kind of feels like a mindset, honestly. It doesn't feel like a person or a opportunity. It kind of feels like an internal. So resistance to emotions, reestablishing or dismantling of a belief system that's working or not working. Something about a mindset that's holding you back. 7 of Wands is for your spell to come in, you need to be in receive mode. This is waiting on a final decision so I can unlock receive mode. Because right now there's no movement and there's a bar there. You know what I mean? So something like that feels like internal. Message from my higher self about my relationship with Charlie. Something is improving but needs to be taken slow. If you move too fast, it'll fall apart. It's like someone's working towards emotional mastery, but it needs to be taken slow here. It's giving one step at a time. And that may be a little distance before things get close again. For some reason, that's coming through. One second. I somehow lost my place. In my dream, my writing disappeared as soon as I wrote it, and my drink had no quench any insight. My writing disappeared. And I just dropped the whole deck. Hold on. My writing disappeared as soon as I wrote it. You, fulfilling, locked out. I write it and it's gone. Why? New beginning. Oh, symbolic of writing a new story. The pen's in your hand. You can write a new story. Don't rewrite the old story. Write a new one. And you had your drink in your hand. No quench. You're rewriting an old story that doesn't serve you anymore. Write a new one. That's what that is. Yeah, King of Pentacles. Write one. Write. It's like you wrote the old story from the Page of Pentacles. Write the new one from the King of Pentacles. Like you are the King of Pentacles. How does my passed on grandpa feel about the inheritance left to me being stolen by your family? I'm dissatisfied for the lack of change of this delay. I feel like he would word it as, well, I really thought they would have gotten their wits about them by now and came to a better decision. Yeah, 3 of Cups, all of them. Lack of celebration. He's dissatisfied. Mm-hmm. Who was the male staring at me from the distance on Tuesday night, and what was he after? Oh, geez. Who was the male? It's like someone who's hyper vigilant to like a creepy degree. Like hyper vigilance to the max. 8 of Wands in reverse. I don't feel like it was someone who was trying to approach you, though. I almost feel like this is a situation where it's someone that was hyper vigilant, and then they noticed you had noticed them, which increased their hypervigilance, but you had noticed them because you felt their energy being hypervigilant. And you're like, why are they being hypervigilant? And they're like, why are you noticing me? It's like that. It's interesting. What was he after? Oh, he didn't want you to see him. Oh no, I saw you seeing me, and you seeing me means that I'm being obvious, and I don't want you to notice that. Weird energy. Is Ghislaine Maxwell safe? Will she give up any names for a deal, or will Trump give her a pardon before it could happen? Is she safe? I'm telling you, she has a kill switch. She has something on a kill switch. She has to. Go ahead, kill me. It'll get leaked. She has to. I think she's safe for that reason. This is like they can't kill me and they know it. Will she give up any names for a deal? No, not right now. She doesn't need to. She doesn't need to. I mean, obviously, to get out of to jail, she would, but I feel like there's something out there's some caveat. It's like I can't use it as a get out of jail free card, but I can use it to make sure that I'm not also Epsteined. Will he give her a pardon before it could happen? I don't feel like that's the case at this point. It's almost like something would need to happen first to lay the groundwork for that. I'm curious about my start in life. Is what I have uncovered true, and have I brought in a lot from past lives? Is what you have uncovered true? Yes. Big yes. It's like you were only given that information when you were ready to receive it and understand it and do the right or not do the right, like either do the right stuff with it or not take action because not taking action was right. You know what I mean? Have you brought in a lot from past lives? I feel like you've brought in a lot of trauma. Yes, but like I feel like it's doubts or fears or other people have harmed you or left you aside or something like that. It's like those subconscious beliefs have come with you, like unworthiness or like fear of the lengths that people will go to get ahead, stuff like that feels to like a acknowledgement or awareness of it from a past life. Did KL or her son do anything to cause my father's unexpected passing? Strange things happened the night before he passed. What energy would your father come through to answer this question? Dissatisfied. Connected to release. Dissatisfied, connected to release. I'm dissatisfied about the new. I'm dissatisfied about the news released about my passing. Is that fair to say? Yes. Okay. Satisfied now. Okay. Did KL or her son do anything to cause your father's unexpected passing? Is it possible they didn't necessarily cause it, but they did not act quickly in getting some kind of help or assistance? This reads more like that. Not necessarily I caused it, but like, let me take my time getting help or assistance or something. Yeah, they can't be trusted all the way. I don't think caused it though, but I think like there was hesitancy to do the right thing upon something happening. Yeah. Immaturity. Immaturity. Would it be fair to say that your dad would word this as somebody knew that they needed to do something or they knew what to do and they failed to do it in a timely manner? Empress, yeah. Um Something about the Empress is like nurturement. So like somebody could have stepped in is how that kind of comes through. Or stepped up, stepped in, stepped up, one of them. Reason why his parents didn't come talk to me about our separation. Locked out because of imbalance. They had to choose sides and couldn't choose yours. Yeah, the Hermit, Queen of Wands. Had to choose sides, couldn't choose yours. Had to choose this one. The other option was going to lead to drama. Choosing your side was going to lead to drama. Sprinkled in with like, you're fine, you can handle it, you don't need validation or support, you don't need to know that it's okay, you can handle it on your own. It's kind of given that too, like you're strong enough and I'm not going to throw off my alignment type of thing. I'm really stressed out at work. My anxiety has been awful lately. Also, any messages for me? What's going on with work? It just feels like you're stuck in this energy of going with the flow. Like you go in, you do this, that, this, that, this, that, and then go home. And then you wake up in the morning and it's the same thing. It's like you're stuck in the mundane. It's like there's nothing innately. King of Pentacles is like, yeah, I could stay here and just keep doing this forever, but it's becoming so mundane that it's causing the stress. It's like you don't see an end in sight or something like that. In terms of like, I don't know, feeling like you're being forced into a disconnection with yourself because you're in autopilot the entire time. So what's the message about that? Six of Pentacles with Knight of Swords, allowing your brain to like make Magician in reverse, like allowing your brain to have fun with it, make it into like a game almost, or like a not taking it so seriously. It's just needing to break the mundane energy of getting on, going through the same cycle and then going home. It's like needing to either have fun with it or make it into a puzzle. Reason for everything happening all at once. Reason for everything happening all at once. That quote that's like, God said, if you would have stayed comfortable, you never would have moved. So I need it to make you uncomfortable. Not that your comfort caused anything to happen, but all of it happening at once is because one of those things you're strong enough to handle. You're like, okay, that wasn't fun. But like all of them at once, you're like, okay, I might as well just change all the things that I was not changing yet now because I'm already so uncomfortable. So it kind of just feels like that, putting you into a vulnerable place to get the wheel spinning again. My abnorm cell test is going to show it. Will it show full-blown cancer? Will it show full-blown cancer? No. Do I feel like there's going to be something in there? Yes. Do I feel like you're going to be all the way in the clear? No. But Ace of Wands, there's an opportunity for a new beginning. Lovers in reverse, it's not necessarily something you would choose when it comes to judgment, the news. Eight of Wands in reverse, Three of Wands. It's like there's this bit of, okay, we need to monitor this and see where it goes. We don't have enough information to make a decision yet. There's something we need to keep an eye on, is the energy of that. We definitely need to keep an eye on this, but it doesn't feel like worst case scenario. One second, I'm scrolling. Any message from my grandmother or spirit guides? Let's see who wants to come through. It was Six of Pentacles. I said both, and then I got Ace of Swords, which is truth. Okay, so you're okay. Your grandmother. P.S. I love you always. Nothing, not time, not distance, not even death can change how much I love you. That love is woven into you, into your days, into everything you do, no matter where life takes you, no matter how much time passes. My love will always be with you. You are not alone and never will be. There's only 3 message cards, so she made sure one of them came out. Unconditionally by Katy Perry is the song. Interest in learning. What do your guides want you to learn? Your guides want you to look at the relationship that you have with anxiety or with like thoughts that keep you on a hamster wheel, like they don't really progress, they just circle or cycle. Not allowing that to just run on autopilot, but to be a conscious observer of what is running in a loop and how can I change the loop. Will Japan experience an extreme magnitude earthquake and/or tsunami this July, as predicted? Earthquake, tsunami. I feel like it's more likely a tsunami than an earthquake. I mean, obviously, an earthquake can cause tsunami or vice versa, whatever. But there is an issue here. There's some kind of drama that causes a battle that's stemming from some kind of dissatisfaction. So, oh, we don't want that big battle to happen. That's going to cause a lot of drama. But earthquake, I got temperance, and temperance is an angel. That's the sky, earth and sky. Earth and sky brings me to water, because if we're crossing out earth and sky, we go to water. Then we have King of Swords in reverse, which is like, I feel like something causes a tsunami. Like it's not just like a regular tsunami, or it's not just like a regular water incident. It's like a man-made caused thing. Any advice on what I can do to be a better mom to my daughter? Helping her understand her mind better, like how, like the processes of her mind. Eight of Wands is communication, right? So it's like how your mind is communicating with Page of Pentacles in reverse, your opportunities, so that you're not losing them. So I guess I would say Wheel of Fortune in reverse. When things don't go her way, what is the process or the steps that she's being taught, and how can you kind of go through those steps with her to help integrate them? I kind of feel like maybe her brain works very fast. So how you could be a better mom would be to help her recognize when and how to slow it down so that it works for her and not against her, especially in times of stress or like things not going her way. Message from my guides. Message from my okay. Message from my guides. I couldn't get the cards to shuffle. And then Three of Cups in reverse came out. Couldn't get the cards to shuffle. Something not mixing. You know that quote, it's like you become like the 5 people you spend the most time around. I just feel like there's some kind of influence that's not helping you be your best self right now. And it's not that you need to cut off the influence, but you need to cut off the way that whatever the influence is influencing you, and making sure that it's like not their water isn't getting into your boat and sinking it, because it's causing some kind of stagnancy. Will he continue to refuse the hair follicle test that's court ordered, or will he end up taking it? Continue to refuse, end up taking it. Both. It's like I refuse until I can't anymore. I refuse. I give reasons of my refusal until the court is like, no, you're going to take it. So I feel like he's going to keep refusing until and unless they force him to take it. Ordered Secret Woundings. Will the archetype have a physical guidebook to purchase? Oh, yes, it will. Probably next week is my goal. Maybe the week after. It's Gavin's birthday next week, so I'm a little behind in July. But hopefully by the beginning of next month, yeah. It's done. I need to put it in a book form. What is my karma with SS? What was the reason for our meeting? What is your karma with SS? This person's pushing you to choose a new beginning for yourself, regardless of how anybody else feels about it. What was the reason for our meeting? So you could choose between a path that's going to be fulfilling or a path that's going to keep you stuck. What was the reason for your meeting? Your spirit team was showing you, are you going to break or repeat the pattern? Here's an example showing you where you're at with that. Was Burning Blue a song sent to me by my guides, and what is the meaning? Burning Blue. Burning Blue. No, it's a song sent to you by yourself. To show yourself. It's like your higher self is like, hey, there's a new beginning, but we're not on the path yet because there's some kind of action that needs to be taken. Some kind of, see how, I almost pointed at my screen. See how he's looking back? Like he's like, oh, I see this new beginning that I'm not taking. So he might trip at any moment and all these swords could fall all over the place. This is like, you need to choose. Do you want to look back here? Do you want to say, okay, let me put all these swords down and go towards this new beginning? Or are you going to keep potentially tripping because of not letting something all the way go? If that makes sense. So let me click on this. There we go. Message for the rest of the month. Message for the rest of the month. If you continue to pour yourself into something and you continue to be met with just depletion, it may be time to look at your relationship with why are you pouring your energy into this? I feel like there's something that it's like you're focusing on plan A, but plan B is the right plan, but you don't have the energy to recognize that because it's taking so much to keep pouring into plan A to keep it afloat. I guess I'd say take a moment to sit with your options. Hold on, I need to cough 1 second. Okay, 1 second. Let me go back to this. Would the house on Guilford Lane be a good house to buy? Guilford. Would that house be a good house to buy? Is it like a money pit? Like, does it need a lot of work? The quote that's coming to mind is my son's father always says BMW means bring more wallet. For some reason, that quote is coming up. It's like it feels like you're gonna have to keep pouring a lot of money into this for some reason. I don't love it. I don't love the option. I mean, 9 of Pentacles is there, so could you make it work? Yes, but Wheel of Fortune in reverse, it's like you're gonna get tired of putting stuff into it, it feels like. Was a ritual sacrifice part of the Epstein activities? Was there a lot of nefarious activity and movement of people in underground tunnels? Was a ritual sacrifice part of his activities? It's like humiliation rituals of all kinds. 3 of Cups in reverse. I want to single you out amongst the group in a way that 3 of Swords is painful. In a way, 5 of Swords in reverse, it's not a fair fight. That to me is like different levels and degrees of humiliation rituals being how they sacrifice. Like yes, ritualistic sacrifice, I feel, especially 3 of Cups in reverse coming out first. But I also feel like it's a lot geared also towards humiliation rituals. A lot of nefarious activity and movement of people in underground tunnels. Quick movement. Judgment's the boat, underground tunnels, quick movement to the boat in the water. Judgment, King of Cups, quick movement to the boat in the water. I feel like a lot of nefarious and activity and movement in people in underground tunnels. I feel like there's short trips in tunnels that just lead to water. Like go through this little tunnel, get to the water. Like the tunnels are like the exit of something. Like the tunnels just lead you to the closest water stream. Yeah, 5 of Pentacles in reverse fell on the floor. It's like the method of getting into the boat. Yes, but like the tunnels led to the boats. Did my passed on dad know that I wasn't his biological daughter when he was alive? I want to say yes, but it didn't matter to him. Like I have this information, but it doesn't change the way that I feel. Yeah, 10 of Cups. I have this information, but it doesn't change the way that I feel. Which card represents what new energy layers are bringing forward? You're getting in. Clarity, 7 of Cups in reverse, 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Clarity on where the blockage was so that you can figure out which door to open or how to open the door. Is Jay backing at his word to fix the house and the payment of the Jeep because he wants to see me fail? Okay, so let's word this as why is he backing out? I don't think he ever meant to go through with it. I don't think he ever was really going to go through with it. 2 of Wands in reverse, Magician in reverse. That was never really my plan, but now King of Cups. It was never my plan to go through with it, but something that happened now lets me not go through with it without looking like the bad guy. So now's a good time than ever to pull the plug on it, is how that feels. Wait, I have it on members, don't I? I went in there and did it. Yeah, it's turned on to members. That's weird. Okay, hold on one second. My best friend and I always say we share a soul. Why is she so special to me? Have we many lifetimes together? It's like you've been each other's the Hermit in reverse, Strength in reverse is like, this is someone who's a true mirror for you, someone who doesn't use your weaknesses against you. Ace of Swords was to have we had other lifetimes together. So that's truth and clarity. You mirror one another. Like sometimes you need someone who can witness your pain where you never question if it's just going to be thrown in your face later. That's been this person for you. Like, it doesn't feel like you've ever been like twins per se, but like your experiences have mirrored each other in such a way that you can see one another's pain without having to explain it. And it's like that safe place of like, I'm seen clearly in a way where I don't have to explain or worry about having it thrown in my face. Unsteady is playing. Hold on to me because I'm a little unsteady. That goes with that last message. Do the children in my care want us to adopt them? Do the children in my care want us to adopt them? Yeah, they want to stop searching so they can feel free. Hanged man, yeah, surrender. I don't want to look at other beaches. I just want to be free to stay on this one because I feel like I don't need to figure everything out. It's figured out. Like I feel like it's safe to surrender here where I don't want to keep looking for other places. Yeah, the Hermit. The Hermit and then the Ace of Swords. I would say yes. Does Sean plan / intend on harming me? Financially. This is like what maybe energetically as well, or like time, effort, focus, attention. Like I will take from you anything you're willing to give me so I can drain you. But it feels like financially. It doesn't feel like physical. It feels like, is this someone involved in the court thing? Hierophant, 9 of Cups. I want to drain you so I can get what I want. If you don't have the means to fight back, I win. Song from your guides. Chances, 5 for fighting, Queen of Pentacles. Chances are you're finally starting to see something clearly now. Is Atlanta going to be safe for me? Is Atlanta going to be safe for me? Are you moving there or just visiting there? Either way, I feel like safe, yes, because the Ace of Cups is here, but like lack of fulfillment. Page of Wands, you don't get to see everything you wanted to see if you're just visiting, or you don't get to the heights that you want to get to if you're moving. Eight of Cups, I feel like by the time you go somewhere else, you end up being like, okay, there's got to be something better than this, because it leads to some kind of new beginning when you don't feel like taking it anymore. So if you're just visiting, I feel like it's not going to be the best trip of your life. You're not going to get to do everything you wanted to do, but it's going to be safe. If you're moving, I feel like you're just not going to be able to expand as much as you want to, but it's going to be safe. Is the sea swimming accelerating my ascension path? It's connecting you back to yourself. It's bringing you back home to yourself. It's grounding. It's grounding in a way. Sea is symbolic of emotions. So it's like you're grounding in your emotions to come back home to yourself. So the sea swimming isn't really what's helping. The sea swimming, I mean, it is, I guess, but like it is symbolic of the work that you've already done to swim in your own emotions and reground yourself in that way. You're just integrating it through the swimming. You know what I mean? Are many of the souls who perished in the recent Caryville, Texas floods at peace? Yes. 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 Two of Swords coming out here. Yes, at peace, because this is the opposite of a war. King of Cups is emotional mastery. Two of Swords in reverse is a decision. So I feel like this is them saying, yeah, this is traumatic, but to some degree, well, to the degree, their souls signed up to go out like this. King of Cups and Two of Swords, it's like water above and below there, but they're still at peace. So yes, it feels like something that they're acknowledging their souls signed up for, to bring a certain level of awareness or information to the collective. Will I ever be confident and happy again? What is standing in the way of your happiness and confidence? It simply goes down to every negative thought, not blaming or shaming yourself for them, but just replacing it with a new one. Your brain tells you it's easier to shrink, it's safer to hide. You tell your brain, I'm going to take up space today. It's like just replacing those thoughts. Happiness is a choice, it's a seed that you plant and water. So if you plant and water it, it's going to start to grow and sprout. But then if you stop and you put it in the darkness, it's going to die. So it's a constant choice you need to be making. Death in reverse, there's something you're resisting, and I feel like it's taking control over your mind, over your thoughts. I feel like some kind of motivational book would be a good help for you. Like, it doesn't even have to be like a self-help book. It can just be something that is like inspiring to you, or it can be like a self-help type book. She had a license to operate a submarine. Ghislaine Maxwell had a license to operate a submarine. Huh. They won't look for this. They won't look for this. What would she need a submarine for? They won't look for this. Would the submarine be aligned with people who really need it to stay hidden en route to certain places? wish fulfillment of this information not ever seeing the light of day. That's interesting. Creepy and interesting, I guess. Channel writing and drawing for leveling up. Any other ways my guides want me to focus on? Writing a book. Yes. 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 Because writing a book balances something out with the channeled writing and drawing. So channeled writing and drawing is you channeling the information. You writing a book is you integrating the information. You saying, I channeled this information, I learned from it. Now I'm my human self writing this down in a way that's digestible or understandable or whatever way you want to do it. But it's like it brings the balance to what you've already been working your way into. So I feel like that or something similar, something that balances out the integration. Like you channeled stuff, now you give your human spin on it. You know what I mean? Like that part. Did something happen to my mom when she was a child? If so, who? She's questioning it. Did something happen to your mom when she was a child? A lightning strike that took away innocence. Yeah, 5 of Wands. Lightning strike that took away innocence. 5 of Wands. Battle. Lightning strike that took away innocence. Battle. I feel like there was a conversation that someone had with your mom that was, we're not going to tell anyone about this, to something that she had seen or heard or that happened. Yeah, King of Swords in reverse, keeping a secret. I looked at the bottom of the deck because I said, is King of Swords in reverse the person? And I have victory on the bottom of the deck. So I feel like the person you're looking for is someone who is, she knows to have been dishonest at times or manipulative or used their intelligence or their communication skills to keep people from seeing their true nature, I guess. Will I meet my person next year? Will I meet my person next year? I feel like it's going to be longer than next year. I mean, there may be an experience where you're like, this isn't what I want, because 10 of Swords would be a painful ending, but then it brings you to some kind of Ace of Wands new beginning. So if there hasn't been this painful ending within the last year, then I feel like there will be one in this upcoming year where it's like you get an example of what you don't want, and then that allows you to go on a new beginning towards what you do. It just takes a little bit of time. I would say not this year. Yes. Probably not in July, but I should be kind of back in the swing of things in August, a little bit more. But yes, there will be. Who plans on coming towards me to threaten or fight me? Does anyone plan on coming towards you? Is it possible they'd make you some kind of offer to be like, okay, if you do this, we'll clarity? No, someone's coming to try and get answers from you. This is like, but it doesn't feel like directly. It doesn't feel like directly. This is like when you send in a mediator to try and scare someone type of thing. Page of Swords, Queen of Cups. It might be a letter though. 8 of Wands. It might be like something where they're trying to gather information or give you information to see your reaction on something. It's like someone needs clarity. Who is this? Whoever it was that was the main person behind trying to strong arm you. It's like they may try and use a third party mediator to try and either get information or try to push you to make some kind of decision, if that makes sense. Is it legit? Is it? It's not what it looks like. No. No, it's not what it looks like. Almost like something where they use wording to make it look like it's something more official than it is, or something like that, to get you to like jump the gun on something. I don't know, something along those lines. But it doesn't feel like coming like with physical. It feels like trying to outsmart you. But I don't really think they're doing a good job at it. Do I have any messages from my spirit guides? Any messages from my spirit guides? The next opportunity doesn't fall in your lap, you create it. And there's something that you just experienced is like the foundation of whatever you're meant to be creating. Yeah, resurrection, because you're strong enough. You've mastered some skill that now you're meant to be expanding with. You just haven't been fully using it yet, if that makes sense. New member, thank you. Make sure the people you are trying to take to the top with you actually want to see you at the top. I feel like this isn't necessarily saying that there's bad things happening. I feel like what it's saying is be observant right now. When someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time so you don't have to learn the hard way the second time. She has a person in mind. Could it be the family member in her life that was chief of police at the time she was a child? What came out? King of Swords in reverse? That would be manipulated authority or like unjust authority figure. Bridge between what and what? Singled out. Yeah. I feel like the clue for her is this person did treat her a little different. Like it's almost like if your mom thinks about it, it would make sense to her if I said this person thought an extra time about what they said around your mom. Like maybe they were a little bit more flowy with their words around other people, but there was a reason that they like gave an extra moment of thought to anything they would say around your mom. Yeah, the shadows, extreme solitude, Knight of Pentacles, giving just a piece. Maybe it's that this person didn't talk as much when your mom was around. And I feel like it has something to do with how do I word this? Reactions. Like if this person talked when your mom was around and her reaction was and there was any negative reaction, even if it was not intentional, because this person, King of Swords reverse, was so over observant, he viewed everyone else as being that observant as well. And like if I'm talking and she makes a face, they're going to pick up on the fact that something's happened. So it kind of feels like that's the clue for your mom to confirm this person was either quieter around her or like thought 10 extra times about everything they were going to say, where typically they may have wanted to be a little bit more show-offy. Who did my mom tell about my inheritance? My sister-in-law or ex? Who did your mom tell? Your sister-in-law? Ex. I feel like your sister-in-law doesn't have a, what's that saying? Doesn't have a thing in the fight. Doesn't have a, I feel like there was no point in, she couldn't get the whatever she wanted to out of that. X, I feel like, would there have been a situation where your ex would have came to her about something and that could have been her reply? If that's the case, I feel like yes. All right, everyone. I am going to hop off. Thank you all for being in here. Celia's podcast interview, it's about to be 4:00, so it starts in an hour and 5 minutes. I will be in there in the chat. Oh, let me, because I saw this one before and I missed it. Will we get our flight money back for our 1-night delay? Will we get our... I feel like you're going to have to go above someone's head. It's possible if you approach it with some kind of fierceness, but I feel like you're going to have to drag it out of them somehow. It feels like going above someone's head. Oh, wait, did I miss these? Hang on. Is it legit? I did that one. Oh, no, I'm pretty much caught up. She asked her sister and her about if it happened with this person, and the sister said she didn't want to speak on it, but the other sisters asked the same question. Why did your... Okay, so she asked her sister and her about if it happened with this person, and the sister said she didn't want to speak on it. Why? Too emotional. I'm disconnecting. I want to disconnect from some kind of fear that I keep private. So, like, I don't want to bring up that because it's going to hurt me. The other sisters asked the same question. Why? Asking the question because we have a strong suspicion. So everybody has a strong suspicion and nobody wants to talk about it because it's the truth. Ace of Swords. Yeah, I think that that's the truth. I think that your mom is correct in her observation of it. And I think that other people know that, but again, Ace of Swords, it's quite literally the elephant in the room is how that feels. All right, everyone, I'm going to hop off. I'm probably not going to have any more videos until my face doesn't look like this, which will probably be about Saturday. It should peel off by Saturday. But then I will be back. Thank you, everyone. Thank you to my mods. Mods, I have about 10 more regular readings for the month, and then I'm going to start the mod readings. So next week, they should be all out. Thank you, everyone. Talk to you soon.